Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at the Google Merchandise Store Analysis Executive Summary. Just an overview, the Google Merchandise Store is a site that's run by Google, and they sell mostly apparel, but they also sell accessories, um, office trinkets, and some fun dishware. And all the items are branded by Google, um, as well as the three affiliates of Google, which are YouTube, Waze, and Android. I would assume that someone using this website is probably affiliated with the one of those four companies, and they are looking to buy apparel or whatever those fun little trinkets or accessories to represent the company. So after looking and digging a little bit deeper into the demographics of the users, we found that 65.8% of the users were males and 47% of the total users were aged between 25 to 34 years old, and the second highest percentage of users were aged 18 to 24 years old at 20.23%. So just to start with the KPIs that I decided to focus on for the analysis, I decided to focus on the number of sessions per day, which is obviously the number of users that are interacting with the website. And then the second KPI is the channel of search, which would be, how customers are getting to the website. And we can see through this pie chart that 55.1% were using organic searches. So they were entering keywords into whatever search engine, and then that's how they're getting to the merchandise store. And then around 15% were using a direct channel to access the merchandise store. The third KPI is daily transactions. I would say transactions and getting the customer to that shopping cart and buying something is probably the end goal of our site. We want to make a profit and we want them to buy things. And the fourth KPI is the bounce rate, which keeps track of the engagement and how they are engaging with certain pages, and we keep track of what pages are being more interacted with and what ones aren't quite being as interacted with. And then the fifth KPI is the reoccurring visits. So that's kind of the new visitors versus returning visitors. And we found that over a 30-day span, 79.7% were new users and returning users were 20.3%. I would say that while new visitors are exciting, we also want our customers to come back to the website. So I would say we want to reach for like a 50-50 in terms of that KPI. So just some general insight, I would say that the transactions that we saw were quite low, and we definitely want to increase those transactions, as like I said, that's kind of our end goal of the entire website. And I would say that the transactions are, that KPI is quite dependent on the other KPIs, and they all kind of factor into how the customer is getting to that shopping cart and checking out and successfully buying something. So just some recommendations after kind of digging into the analytics. We want our customers to gain awareness of the Google Merchandise Store, and if that's through, creating a marketing technique in narrowing down our target audience to, promote to them on other websites, and that's probably one of the better ways to go to get the word out about the Google Merchandise Store. The second recommendation I have is to increase the number of returning users. We can probably create a type of technique that will bring them back. And we often see, as we online shop or whatever, a lot of sites now have a little pop-up where you enter your email and you can get 10% off your next purchase or whatever. And by grabbing customers' emails right away as they enter the site, then we can be sure to keep in touch with them after that. And even building off of that, after they make a purchase, we can start a loyalty or rewards program where they add up points, and then they'll later be getting, money off or coupons towards later purchases. And then finally, to avoid a high bounce back rate, we can focus on the layout and the design of the website and how that can be improved on to make sure that customers are engaged. And we want to make sure that they are being interactive with um, all of the pages, and we can see where those interactions are lacking, and how we can just create an easier way for the customer to be navigating through the site so that they are able to actively engage with the Google Merchandise Store.